May. It's a truck driver who crashed into 4 taxis and a car, killing 24 people last month. Detective Warrant Officer Sanjeev Singh told the court that officials from Swaziland's Transport Department have confirmed that May's public driving permit, which allowed him to drive trucks and is recognized in South Africa, was a fake. May also had a fake South African traffic register certificate, which he obtained on the basis of his fake Swazi public driving permit. Now, from our Durban newsroom, we are joined by Ayanda Mhlongo this morning. Good morning, Ayanda.
Good morning to you, Eben.
Ayanda, what do you expect from court today?
Well, judgment is expected in the May case, Eben, as you said. You know, it's a case that has drawn a lot of interest in the public here in the province ever since the accident took place. And of course, as you just spoke about the validity of May's driving permit. That's the main argument from the state, as we know that the state has opposed him being granted bail today, arguing that he is a flight risk, and the defense, on the other hand, obviously, which is trying its best to ensure that he is granted bail today. They've been saying that they have been in contact with the Swaziland High Commissioner, and they've been assured that May will not be allowed into that country up until he faces his trial here. So today, of course, we'll be awaiting. It is judgment. We'll then be able to know whether or not Sanele May is granted bail.
You know that the owners of this transport company, the truck owners, are they out of the picture for now? And did they verify the documents before they hired May?
Well, yeah, ever since the press conference, if we remember, that we reported on a while ago, by their lawyers, if you remember that, Eben. Since then, we've actually had no word from the companies since they withdrew their lawyers who initially were going to represent May, and they then said, well, presumably what happened is that when he presented those documents, they thought the documents were legitimate, and only later then, upon verification, they then found that all the documents that he had presented to the company were in fact not valid. And that was one of the reasons why they then pulled back. So we've had no word from that. It's only, of course, what has been happening in court with Sanele's lawyers who are working on his behalf pro bono, and basically what we've been getting from the state and from the investigation side.
And any response from the authorities around this traffic register certificate that's also deemed a fake?
No, really around the case from the traffic authorities, Eben, they have not really been giving us a lot of information, obviously saying that whatever they get, any of the reports that they have, even from the report from the actual accident, all that was then taken and given to the state, and basically we are only receiving the information that is being given to us during the court proceedings. And I suppose today, obviously with the judgment, we are likely to get a lot more information that will come out when the magistrate hands down her judgment.
And I'm sure that the authorities in KwaZulu-Natal, since the accident, have really cracked down on transport companies and trucks in the province, and generally, I would think, on the roads. Has there been a response, and has there been results?
Well, definitely. Even there has been a crackdown, as we know that October has also been a transport month. There's been a lot of operations focusing not only on trucks, buses as well, and taxis during the transport month. If you remember, again, a couple of weeks ago, the transport officials or the police raided Sage-Car Logistics, the company, and they then took some of their trucks to a weighbridge to go and get tests. They then found that some of those trucks Their brake systems were not working. So they've been continuing with that. And it wasn't just, the traffic authorities told us that it wasn't just going to be Sageco Logistics, that they were going to go to their yards or their pounds, that they were going to go to other truck companies as well to ensure that their trucks are in a roadworthy condition and that they don't leave their depots that they leave their depots in a roadworthy condition. They were also going to extend that to bus companies as well. So we have been seeing that taking place. The officials are out on the road. There's increased visibility of police on the roads, particularly as well on your M13. Police are out there, traffic authorities, ensuring that trucks, and not just trucks, as I said, heavy-duty vehicles, that they obey the road rules.
Thank you very much, Ayanda. I'm sure that you guys will send us all the detail and more when you cover the story for all the other shows on our platform today. That's Ayanda Mhlongo in Durban. Thank you very much for that contribution.